So, this idea about aging in place is not just about housing, it's also about your health. Because if chances are, if you have a major chronic condition, you might not be able to continue to live by yourself. You're going to need help. So, what are we doing now in our 30s, 40s, 50s in order to ensure that we have the best quality of life? Heard a friend say it's more important about the quality of your life. And so what are we doing as far as our eating habits that are helping us to age in place? What we've heard is, and do your research. I'm no dietitian, I'm no nutritionist. However, I have been plant-based since May of 2020. And in terms of how you feel is incredible. And I recently started going to a chiropractor, 12 of 24. Yeah, those numbers. 12 of 24, I started going to a chiropractor. And then recently I've started doing some neuro brain core work, and I am working to get myself in the best shape, the best version of Dana Spencer ever. And so this week is a master cleanse. I read a book, and I can drop the comment if anybody's interested. I am in no way affiliated with this man. I don't know him, but my chiropractor recommended this book. It's called The Master Cleanse. Basically, spoiler alert, what I got from the book is that the majority of the chronic conditions that we have as a society is because we are not getting rid of the waste that's in our body. Like at any given time, my chiropractor just said this, you may have 30 pounds of poop inside your body. I know that's so disgusting, but I'm on this master cleanse. This is day 2 of the master cleanse. So it's 32 ounces of water, 2 lemons, a half a cup of maple syrup, and a dash of cayenne pepper. And you do this for 10 days. And I've done this before. I usually do it twice a year. And you're like, well, why can't you just continue on and have how the sin nature is real, right? And so, but it helps me to reset my mindset. And just think, if you're not putting all these toxins in your body, just think about how much clearer your brain is and your limbs function a lot better. And so, like I said, do your research. I'm no scientist or anything like that. But what I do know is based off of the food I eat, my body does different things. Like they have told us that those sugary foods, those donuts, that ice cream, like those cause inflammation. And if the majority of the diseases are a result of inflammation or arthritis, then the foods that we are eating are contributing to that. And so we talk a lot about, oh, this is generation, this is passed down, like you inherited whatever condition. I believe we inherited the behaviors. If I continue to eat macaroni and cheese and all the things that we've grown to love and the comfort food and all the things, I believe it's the behaviors that cause us to have those same chronic conditions that our parents and our grandparents had. So what if we change? So like I said, I'm plant-based. So what are you doing in order to be able to age in place as a result to your health? So like I said, was talking about inflammation. If there are foods that cause inflammation, there are also foods that are anti-inflammatories. So what if we eat less of the foods that cause inflammation and more of the anti-inflammatories? Are we going to be able to age in place gracefully? I personally believe yes, and that's what I'm working to do. So, like I said, age in place is more than just about housing. So, what are you going to do today or this week even to say, you know what? Dana might be onto something. Let's change those behaviors so that we can get a different outcome, because my mom has dementia and I can see some things in me that she is doing that I'm like, you know what? If you don't do something different, you're going to be the same. It's going to be the same for you. So what are we going to do differently? What habits are we going to change? What are we going to stop eating, and what are we going to start eating? Because it's nothing new. Stop eating so much of the foods that we love and eat more of the foods that we have grown to like. Let's not overcomplicate this. Eat more foods in their original state, fresh off the tree, in the garden. The people who live the longest Research. What do they? Most of them have gardens. Most of them have their own gardens that they can go out and get some kale, and they can go out their garden and get whatever that they need to cook for the day. So do we need to go back to that? So the question is, once again, what are you doing today so that you can age in place gracefully? And I know we're all appointed to die. However, I do believe that we can improve our quality of life. So that's what I got for you. Let's go.